High Point, North Carolina, the town better known as Little Chicago. It's time for the Friday Night Gamble, featuring Matt Walsh and his co-host, the pride of beer drinkers everywhere, Ricky Dickerman. Our musical guest tonight is Seth Williams. Also joining us is Olivia Williams. Get ready for an hour of fun, conversation, music, and mayhem. I'm Terrell Brown, your guest MC. I'm Butch Light. Let's roll the dice as we welcome our host, the Statesville troubadour himself, Matt Walsh. Woo-hoo!
Woo, 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 woo! Very nice!
Gotta get the glass.
Friday night camp. Stay here a while. Pay no mind that the world's on fire because we're going to have one of them real good times tonight. Somebody say hi to Mighty. Hi to Mighty! Folks, I got to do one thing before we start the show. Just like every other show, first thing I'm going to tell you is share. Share. Share with your friends. Share with your family. Let everybody know about the Power Sound Revival.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Don't hold back.
And then we got to do this. We got to do a little shout out to our sponsors and a little shout out to you for hanging out with us tonight and do a little team drink. It's sponsored by a guy named Butch Lowe down in Key West, Florida. He's got this, Seth, it's a dandelion clover melatonin IPA. Olivia, do y'all want one?
Well, that sounds like too many words for me to drink.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, their vans look too damn good. Them probably be drinking 22% beers on the way home. But anyway, we're going to pop a Butch Light. Ricky, I know you want to drink one.
I got me some hair.
We're going to get to that.
I got this.
We're going to get to that. He's got a LaCroix.
It's close enough.
So anyway, Terrell, sorry, I did not mean to hit you. I was trying to get him over there.
It's a gamble, baby. Anything can happen.
That is produced.
We don't even have an insurance policy either.
Oh, Jesus.
So this is bad. But no, folks, we got to give a shout out to Butch Lowe and his Butch Light. Here we go. Team drink.
Team drink, baby.
You can take a sip of that.
Speaking of Terrell, we have to give a shout out to our guest MC tonight, the one and only Terrell Brown. Thank you for coming in for Tony P. Tony P is having a rough time, y'all. He hurt his arm, he's hurt his shoulder, he doesn't even know how he hurt it. He just woke up one day and the damn thing was hurting Terrell.
Well, that's what happens when you sleepwalk and ride motorcycles.
Well,
it might have been. This crazy ass, you never know.
I know, he knows something about him we don't know. But anyway, folks, we gotta also give a shout out to my man Doc Sigmeyer in Colorado. He makes these fantastic slides. Seth, they're called Rocky Mountain Slides.
Let's see that.
Did I give you one of the Corsican medicine bottle
I
slides
do not
last time you
remember.
were here? If I didn't, I'll give you one.
Okay.
I'll give you one.
All
I'll
right.
definitely give you one.
I do like that one.
So these are well, you can't have this one.
Well, that's a special made. That's a Matt Walsh special one.
There's a one-off. But no, these slides are fantastic, y'all. Check him out, RockyMountainSlides.com. And also, we have to thank our friends at Nip Law Firm who sponsor the High Rollers. We got Richie Cash downstairs. I can't remember where he's in from this
I think
week.
he came in from Augusta.
That's
what he told me.
Augusta. That's
right.
You guys
cheese for days, though.
Y'all were rapping down there and everything. And so, yeah, that's folks, also got a link here in the stream to my upcoming new music video, Burnout Soul. You don't want to miss it. You roll one up, tune in, freak out. It'll change your life. I'm serious. You got to watch this thing. Got a link to the trailer right there in the description of this video. Also got a link to my YouTube channel and Tony P's Astro Jane YouTube channel. So go to those things and subscribe. Please do that. Do that. Just do that. So we got tonight our special guest, our musical guest. Seth Williams is back. You may have remembered him from the Whiskey Foxtrot episode. You probably know him from Whiskey Foxtrot if you live in North Carolina and you're out watching music somewhere. Also, his sister Olivia, thank you for coming on. She is part of the Rockingham, is it the Rockingham Corporation? What is
the Rockingham
Company.
Yep.
And they're a booking agency, and also we're going to talk about what they're doing called the Power Sound Revival. It's an art and music festival coming up in Julian, North Carolina. If I'm
Good old
correct.
Julian.
Yep.
So
He's a good guy.
apparently what everybody wants to know, inquiring minds want to know at this hour, is Ricky Dickerman. You're styling and profiling with that new coif you got on your
I
head.
bought me some hair.
Yeah, coif.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I had to buy some hair. I had a
Yeah,
unfortunate
yeah. You
incident
go.
with some
That's
grill
old school. That's old school right there.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I've
was
heard about
using
that.
it, and then I passed out. I was using it as hair gel, and then I passed out. I'd been sniffing it, and I passed out.
Ricky,
and there was
Ricky, don't tell him
a
that.
12-pack. That no, it's my past. I'm off the glue now. I've come clean. On
Is this part of the program?
But that's what I'm saying. So now
Be
I'm
honest,
off.
come
Yeah,
clean.
you got to
What's
prove
that?
to them. You got to prove to them. Well, it's a weird, complicated.
You got a
15-step
lot of proving to
15
do.
step, and then
It's
when
a
you get to the
it's a spiral
15,
staircase.
Well, to get to the hair part.
Right,
To get
and
to the
then
hair
we-
part. So I'm up on about stage 9 right now. and
Wow,
so-
you're getting what's
Yeah, I'm there. I mean, the biggest
is this
thing
like
just
is
getting
it
off
like
the
a
glue.
Scientology thing, like the levels?
Well,
I mean,
part of it
are you
is.
paying to get?
And
off
I'm
this?
okay with that.
How much are you
But now I
paying
got
for
this
these different
beautiful hair
levels?
again. I'm not bald like I was. My head got stuck to a 12-pack container.
Okay.
Oh, I hate
And
when
it
that
was like
happens.
6 hours.
I really expected you to come back with something kind of radical.
yeah.
Well, we're still working. We're still working mouthwash. I mean, it's a pandemic out there.
Right.
We got things to do.
Of course. And what
I
is
mean, but at least I got some hair now.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. I think.
what I really want to know?
I got my visor back on. I can't get it. Like this is stitched in.
the visor's
Yeah,
stitched
it's
in.
stitched in.
Well, you
Man,
might as
that's
well have
gotta
it
be-
burned.
But that's
in.
okay. I wear it all the
You
time.
wear it all the time.
It doesn't
What's the big
matter.
deal?
Does it make it
yeah,
hard in the
it's-
shower when you try to get your eyes? You can never get the water
I
in
take
your
baths.
eyes. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So you
okay.
just dunk
That's
under.
easy.
I like that.
He's
I
a
like that
Do
steam
you like
kind of
bubble
guy.
baths or just normal baths?
Well, sometimes a bubble bath, but who's like on a Monday or maybe
You
a
gotta treat yourself
Thursday.
sometimes.
You
Well, I've been out on the
Night.
campaign trail working with Buddy Hard. Do y'all know Buddy Hardwood?
I've
We're
heard that
running
name
for
before.
governor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So some days after I've been out there on the campaign trail.
What
But
did Buddy think about your
he
misfortunate accident?
he spit whiskey in my face and called me a loser and told me to come back when I had hair.
Well, that's no different
that's
than
what
any other
straightened
day,
you out
really.
then.
I mean, it's
So, which is what I expected, which is exactly what I expected. And but that's why that's why we're best friends. Like you need a best friend to tell you that in your life. That's what I say.
Buddy had an interesting post yesterday on Facebook. Did you see it?
Was it about
It said
that
live.
guy from Pearl Jam who thinks he's a great guitarist?
Well, he had that one up too, but this was live music's back.
Ha! Yeah, now we got all these damn what do they call them?
And he said,
Where they're
bring-
pretending they're karaoke bands.
Bring the tribute bands.
tribute. I call them karaoke
And he
bands.
says
I like that
he
name
says
too.
fuck live music.
Really? Interesting.
Hardwood 2022 to a state near you.
You know, sometime-
that's our new strategy. We're gonna figure out where we can run mouthwash, and then we're gonna win that state.
He's an absolute maniac.
I'm gonna be vice governor.
He's an absolute maniac. Everybody knows that, but sometimes he does kind of make sense.
Absolutely.
there
He
is
does.
free legal
There are
weed.
those times
Lower the drinking age.
that he does make a little. Well, you guys failed on that. You're not a
It's
gun-
not over yet.
But it is. You lost. Are
No,
you guys?
we're
I mean,
still
you guys
fighting
going to
the good
run?
fight,
Are you going to run again, or what's
Yeah. We're running right now.
same platforms? Oh, you're running right now.
Well, you
Well,
know,
how are things going?
I think we're leading in some crucial states.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Ohio.
Well, it's not the presidency, Ricky.
Well, but he can get elected there.
No, but this is the governor. The governor and the
Yeah.
presidency.
Florida. Fuck, they don't know when they vote down there.
Yeah, but
we
Ricky-
could just go down there and tell him that Buddy Hardwood's governor.
Ricky.
And he will be. Hardwood, governor of Florida.
Ricky,
Boom.
we live in North Carolina, not Florida.
Yeah, but he's got status all over. I don't even know where the dude's from.
Terrell has status all over, but he's not the governor of
Yeah.
Florida or North Carolina.
Look, and is this a political show or is it a music show?
I don't know. I
Why
think-
are we talking about? I mean, we can turn it into that because we got legitimate We got legitimate issues that we can run on.
It's not a political show, and much less with you at the right side of the helm. It's
hardwood.
Definitely not a political show, but it is a music show, folks. And I'd like to hear what Seth Williams is doing. What do you got for us, Seth?
Well, I got a little tune right here called "I Ride On."
Well, let's hear it. Is this a new one?
This is actually an older one. I put this one on my second solo album.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and just kind of, if you go and listen to that studio version, it's kind of acoustic version, so it's a perfect version to start things out acoustic style here.
Right on.
I Ride On. I ride alone, no place to call my own, but I ride, yeah, well I ride on. Broken dreams, broken hearts shine brightest when it's dark. You can't see where those dreams fade out, break at the seams, but I ride, yeah, well I ride on. I don't have much left, I done my best. Lonely nights I can't get my rest. I get this feeling of something strong, deep in my heart and deep in my bones, but I ride, yeah, well I ride on and on.
Do the Ricky.
Yeah.
Right on, Ricky.
Woo! Head is numb from the battles lost and the battles won by no one but me. Ain't no one to tell me where to go, get out of the shade or get out of the cold. I ride, Lord, I ride on. I don't have much left, I done my best. Lonely nights I can't get my rest. I get this feeling of something strong, deep in my heart, baby, deep in my bones. But I ride, oh, I ride on and on. I keep fading away, and I'm losing this fight every day. Yeah, you keep passing through my head, much like the nightmares of yesterday. Again and again and again. Well, I don't have much left, I done my best. Lonely nights I can't get my rest. I get this feeling of something strong, deep in my heart, baby, deep in my bones. But I ride, oh yeah, well I ride on. I keep on, you know. Get a few howls.
Oh! There you go.
Talk to him, Rody!
Talk to him, Rody. Woo! There you go.
Woo!
Still going. What's
Still
the-
going.
That's good work.
I hear you, man.
Good
I hear
work,
you.
Seth.
I hear
Good
you.
work, Rody. Woo!
Seth, fantastic. You
Thank
know,
you, sir.
You're one of my
Thank you.
favorites. Fantastic, man. Not only is this guy write good songs, but he's a kick butt guitar player. He's holding back. He's holding back because we got that acoustic. And that is a fantastic guitar you were showing me downstairs.
Thank
and
you,
what is
thank
that
you.
thing?
It's an Epiphone Zenth. I picked this up in
Yeah.
Nashville at the Used Music Store. It's called the Used Music Store.
Yeah.
And probably about 3 years ago now, maybe 4, closer
Cool
to 4.
guitar,
but,
man.
Yeah, it's. I want to let it see the light of day a little
It's
more.
got a lot of projection. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it's kind of a small body, but and those guitars are real percussive anyway. Those kind of parlor style, and they
That
get
flat
it,
top on there too.
But yeah, it's really nice, really nice. So it's not an arch top.
No. It's just kind
that
of.
is a flat top.
It's
yeah.
just kind of
okay.
flat. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty flat. Yeah.
So
Very cool. Well, we're not going to talk about you because last time
we
she had to
talked
sit in the background.
Yeah, she was behind
while
the
y'all
camera.
ran your damn mouths.
Yeah,
and
about
talked
something.
about
I
how
don't
great
know
y'all
what-
were.
Yeah, we were bragging on ourselves, and I don't know.
But
what
Olivia, I'm so glad you came because you're our first music promoter, basically. And I got to ask you how you're also a photographer, right?
Yes.
And that's one of your passions. But you recently, in the last year, became a music promoter and part of a booking agency. And I guess I say music promoter, but that ties in, I guess, with what you're doing in May, correct?
Yes.
And that's the.
Power and Sound Revival.
So how do you go from photography to?
Well,
How did you get into music business? Tell us.
this guy right here.
Me, it's all my fault.
I
It's
grew
all
up
your
around
fault.
music because of him, so
Right.
I was always around it. So I decided to pick up a camera and photograph it. And then I kind of didn't get bored of it. Just COVID happened and no more live shows were happening.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, me and my mom Michelle, which is my business partner.
Which I was gonna say, yeah, this
Yeah.
is a co-owned or co-run, however you want to.
Wait,
I guess if it's you
We
and
just
your
don't
mama,
do
it's
it.
got to be co-owned, probably.
Co-owned.
But
Right.
but
We
whatever,
just-
you guys are you two are the
Vice
brains
versa.
behind the Rockingham
Yeah.
company, and talk a little bit about it. So when did it come to being? And
Yeah, well, she has always booked music for the last probably ever since he started playing.
Okay.
And when he kind of got more into it and more fan stuff, other people started coming to her and saying, "Hey, can you get me to this place?" And then she started booking for other people,
so it's just a natural
and that became a thing.
transgression.
And then
Yeah.
I started helping her out with that, and then I said, "Hey, I want to do this music festival thing," and
Right.
she was open to the idea. So, and here we are.
Very cool. So I have to assume that maybe COVID played a part in even the idea of having a power and sound revival.
For sure, yeah.
So talk about that, like, because that kind of I like that kind of hey, we're gonna plow through kind of mentality nonetheless.
Yeah, it
That's
was-
kind of what this show has been about from its inception. So talk about that.
It was definitely, we took a leap out there just planning it, picking the
Huge.
date May 22nd and planning a festival with 7 bands and a camping ground will be there. So it was
Bring your best bands and
Right.
motorcycles
Bands,
choppers.
or whatever the hell else you got.
But it was a lot of faith stepping out there and just saying, okay, this is going to happen May 22nd,
Sure.
no matter what.
I mean,
So-
it's a huge. Listen, it's a huge. I've a couple times in my time playing music have put together maybe like a couple events that were like,
Right.
I tried to do, and it's that's over encompassing in itself. So just the idea of putting on a music festival is Ricky. I'm sure you know a lot about the music business from. I mean,
What?
I probably need to talk to you afterwards and get
well, you should
clear.
because he can tell you like
Yeah.
all the things not to do,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
like how
Yeah.
not like how to avoid getting kicked out of a
And
Steve
we should
Earle
probably
concert.
talk
Okay.
in person and not like over a cell phone.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Just
in person,
'cause-
yeah.
I got some things hanging out over my.
Okay.
Yeah, they
We don't have to talk about it.
don't have to talk about
So
it.
what
here,
made
Ricky.
you decide to do this in Julian?
Yeah. Why Julian?
It's in Julian,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Julian,
at
North
The
Carolina.
Piedmont Dragway in Jewell, North Carolina. One of my buddies, he knew the owner, and the owner was talking about having music out there, and
Oh,
he
so
knew-
this was kind of something he was looking at anyway.
yeah, and he knew
Which
that
always
I was
makes things
talking
easier.
about doing the music festival, and we sat down and met, and he was all for the idea, and he's pretty much let us have full run of the grounds ever
Very
since.
cool.
Well, I think it's cool. I mean that you're working in the. It's nice to have a music. I mean, there's the heavy revel music thing that happens in Winston-Salem, which you guys are totally not ripping. I have to say, because I mean that's just become a damn spectacle over the years.
Huge.
And to me personally, it's become a kind of I don't know what it's become, but it's not really appealing to me. But
I like it.
well, of course you would like it.
I like it.
I know you would like it. It's girls mud wrestling
Yeah,
and all
they
that
do
kind of
have
stuff.
Yeah. That should be an Olympic
You know.
sport.
Now,
That's
sadly,
another thing of Buddy Hardwood's that we're trying to get on his agenda.
Gotcha, understood.
Well,
That one just went to the top.
I'll tell you, my
experience, mud wrestling in general.
My experience.
But ladies would be the one that we put on prime time. But yes, ladies mud wrestling. But go ahead. That's
Well,
an
anyway,
Olympic sport.
it's cool that y'all are doing something because it's something completely different because you're doing vans,
Yep.
which is something that apparently all three of us share a love for,
Yes.
are vans.
Abso.
Abso.
We nerded out before this.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
nerded out on our vans before this.
Driveway, a
And,
little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, because vans are the new Ferraris.
Privileged.
Little do you know. Little do
Exactly.
you know vans are the new Ferrari. But anyway, it's cool. You guys are doing something completely original. And no slight on the heavy rebel thing. It's just
No,
kind of
no.
it to me personally. I'll go ahead and say it. I think it's kind of it's a lot of bad bands and cars that
love that.
you've seen one, you've seen a million, whatever. But I think what you're doing is totally cool and totally unique, and it's almost has to me like a 1970s kind of vibe with the promo and everything. But it's something totally unique. So how did the whole automobiles and vans come into I mean, was it just a natural because you guys are into?
Kind of. Obviously, the independent musicians being involved was a big part. But then I grew up around music, but me and him both also grew up around automotives and just...
Now how did the automotives come in?
So my dad's a mechanic, and he's had a shop at our house our whole life. So we just kind of grew up around loud engines and a lot of things kids could get hurt on.
So
So now
God bless
music
America.
and
Well,
automotive.
and y'all are in your early 20s, so that's some like kudos to your
Hey, you
parents.
made it, baby.
Yeah.
You made it.
Good job.
You
Mom.
made it.
Good job, Mom and Dad,
You got-
for not
Yeah,
having a plastic
oh,
play
yeah,
set,
still
right?
there.
I
We
got all.
didn't die. Like, yeah.
No plastic play sets here
That is
for
one
these
thing
two.
that Dad was like scared to death of. Him
yeah.
being down the shop and like messing up his
Fingers. Well, hey,
Yeah.
listen, I tell you, a guy named Jesse Anderson, he owned this place called Sunny Boys. And Jesse was a real deal blues guy, man. I mean, he had played on the Apollo. He had been down on Maxwell Street and hung out with Robert Nighthawk and all the old blues cats back then and stuff in the 50s and early 60s. And man, he heard about me one day doing some landscaping work or something, and he was like, "What's wrong with you?" You know?
Yeah, getting on it.
He's like, "Are you crazy?" You know, he looked at me like he was like, "You can never do this again. You can't do this kind of work. In fact, you can't even lift tables," is what he told me. He said, "If you're in a club and they got tables and stuff on the bandstand and chairs, don't you ever lift those tables. You tell them,
smart man
you tell
right
them, tell them it's a liability to them."
Gotta take care of those fingers.
And I hate to admit, I've watched waitresses move tables before.
The clubs I go to, they're bolted to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Ricky, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what that reason
Well,
is?
usually those tables have a pole on
Do you
them
know?
connected to the
Do you
ceiling.
know why?
Bingo.
Do you know why they bolt the tables to the ground, Ricky?
I don't. So
Because
in case
this
there's an
guy,
earthquake?
came in there one night who gorilla glued his head to a 12-pack.
I've done that.
I know.
I wonder
I know.
who that other guy was.
Wow. I wonder.
He's an idiot. I don't know who he was.
You guys should swap
but he's
info.
a damn dumbass.
What a clown he was.
That's all I can say.
What a clown
I
he
hate
was.
to be that guy.
I hate to be him.
I mean, it
I hate
happens.
to be him.
Like, it's crazy. It happens every now and then.
So,
but I'm sure that dude was a dumb ass.
I'm sure he
Other than possibly finding folks the next
Well, I have
morning
pretty
with their
hair.
favorite 12-pack glued to their head with Gorilla Glue, what can people expect from the Power and Soul Sound Revival?
Well, soul sound. We'll take it all.
We'll take it all. Sorry.
But yeah, you can expect a lot of vans, cars, bikes, independent music there, and we have a lot of vendors, a lot of cool vendors. We're
Lots of
gonna have
Such as
a tattoo trailer there that'll be giving tattoos
Hell
on
to the
site.
Ricky, you've talked about that
Boom.
tattoo on
There
your
you
forehead
go.
for
There we
6
go.
months.
Do it.
There we
We're also
go.
gonna have a place called the Flying Hatchet where you can throw axes in a cage,
Bam.
like in a trailer.
It's gonna be a burnout
Can we-
box.
Yeah, a burnout pit there for bikes.
You guys
Can we throw-
have hung out in Buddy Hardwood's backyard then.
Can we
Yeah.
throw
Yeah.
hatchets in an area that is not confined?
Because he does a lot of hatchet
Here
throwing.
you can.
Yeah,
Not
a
here.
lot of hatchet throwing.
legalities, you know.
There's a lot of
we don't wanna
paperwork
see it.
involved.
Because idiots are walking around, they might get hit
Exactly.
with
See,
a hatchet.
I would let
Uh-huh.
you, but
Right.
not if we put it out to the public. Then
I
anybody
get it.
would come.
Fucking idiots will just walk
Exactly.
through.
Exactly.
They won't know.
So hatchet
Aiming.
throwing, what else we got?
We have a lot of custom jewelry and just
Yep.
custom culture brands there. I know we have an oddity shop out of Asheville that's coming that has a lot of taxidermy and just
Yeah.
What?
weird.
All you had to
You
say,
have a
all you had to
website?
say was Asheville.
Maybe.
Asheville.
And it's
Yeah.
oddity.
You have a-
Oddity.
there's a
All you had to say
website.
Asheville, and they just go, "What's an oddity shop?"
We're not going to have a
They're
web
bringing an
shop, but
oddity
we
shop.
are going to have a hair salon out there doing braids and
Ah.
glitter. Boho hair salon.
Okay.
So you can get your
Ricky?
beard glitter.
That's what I'm saying.
Ricky,
Yeah,
That means
we're
everybody's
gonna
gonna have glitter.
This is.
Yeah.
Do they work on all kinds of hair?
Olivia, you shouldn't
This
have
isn't
you shouldn't even
human
said
hair.
that because we'll have glitter all over the
This
set
is-
next week. We'll-
This is real hair, but it's not.
He'll go home and do this on his
They'll
own.
still
If he
pay.
thinks it's a thing, if he thinks it's
still
a
pay.
trend, he'll think it's
They'll
a
do it
trend.
at Power and Sounds.
You know he will.
I'm there.
Terrell.
Was there something? Was there a charitable cause behind this, or is this just to keep people out and going and seeing festivals and doing things like that?
Just to support independent music and
There we
just
go.
get people
There we
back
go.
out and
Charitable
Just-
for the artists.
No, yeah, no,
Exactly.
yeah. I couldn't. We talked before
And-
the show, but I was.
But you were
I'm
drunk.
just.
he's
I
a
was.
little out of
I
it.
was
He was
hammering
drunk.
beers. So.
He was on his he's on his second drunk. You said you're working on your second drunk today, right?
I like a nice nap. Every
I
now
know
and
that
then.
you got-
When morning comes twice a day or not at all.
He has Ricky has 3 shifts. He has 3 shifts, y'all. 3 shifts. He's a working man.
He's a working man.
If you want to get like this, the
I think I need to go take a nap.
practice.
Drink all that.
There are
Practice,
many.
practice.
There are many keys to the door.
This is
Yes.
melatonin.
So speaking of the bands, Olivia, what time does the band
What
kick
time
off?
to start?
Yeah, the
And how long do they go?
Gates open at 12. The first band, John Howie Jr., goes on.
And the
at
Rose
1.
Bluff?
And the Rosewood Bluff.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Rosewood
You know
Bluff?
better than I do.
Well, sort of. Sometimes I'm here,
Sorta.
sometimes I'm not.
Yeah, well,
Today I
just
happen
pick
to be
up for each
present.
other.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So anyway.
the music
Ditto.
starts at 1 and then it ends at 11 with Them Dirty Roses.
Okay, I was
closing
going to ask
out.
who the headliner was.
Yeah.
And of course, Whiskey Foxtrot's in
Yeah.
there.
Foxtrot gonna be there.
A couple of their bands are going to be around that you can think of.
Yeah,
off the top of your
49
head.
Winchester,
Right.
Crenshaw Pentecostal,
Heard their name a lot.
Jive Mother Mary, and
Jive
Abby
Mother
Bryant,
Mary.
and the Echoes.
Yeah, all right, far out.
A lot of good bands.
Well, speaking of bands, can you hit us up with another one?
Oh heck yeah,
I'm
heck
taking
yeah.
that nap, yo.
Oh, you're going to go on third shift? You're getting ready for
Oh,
third
you
shift?
heading out?
Just gonna
Third
go
shift
lay,
calling.
I'm gonna just go lay in the bathroom on the cold.
Okay, just take
Hey, that's
a
good.
15 minute.
My head's don't feel so good.
I understand.
Y'all, listen. Here on the Friday Night Gamble, we've had a lot of medical problems lately. Tony P's out. Y'all send good vibes out to Tony P. Terrell, he's on the mend. This guy over here is on the mend. But we're doing our best, y'all. We're still out there. We're still. You know what they said? You know what my granddaddy said, Ricky? Ricky?
Don't piss on your own feet.
No. He said sometimes you have to play hurt.
Oh.
And I commend you for
Both
playing
make
hurt. I
sense.
commend you for playing hurt. Seth, take us away.
This is one
Take
called,
us away from our pain.
This one goes right with you. This is one called Unlucky Ones.
Oh.
Can I play with you on this one?
Heck yeah.
I'll be back.
I like this.
All right. Be careful, bud.
Well, Bobby got his 400 back in his TA. Got the track bar on the Nova and she's hooking just right. I guess I know what I'm doing tonight. on Flat Rock around 9 o'clock. That bird was pounding the ground pretty good. Bobby's girlfriend Charlene flashed the light. I dumped the clutch and I ran out of sight. I guess that's what you do around here in a town you can't drive away from. Full throttle, give it hell, but it just ain't enough. Some people quit trying, but I ain't never giving up. I hope I drive so fast that I outrun the unlucky ones. I saw a for sale sign in Bobby's TA. He got Charlene pregnant and he's selling what he can, which is pretty much everything. Grandpa's guitars and body watches he gave, picked up another shift at the factory. Bought a house on Flat Rock 5 miles out of town. They move in a week from today. Town you can't drive away from. Full throttle, give it hell, but it just ain't enough. Well, some people quit trying, but I ain't never giving up. I hope I drive so fast that I outrun. Trailer and truck on the back was Bobby's TA. I hit the interstate doing 70 and I ain't looking back again.
Yes, sir. I love chord changes. That's a great song. Do some good ones, and man, that's something else. Folks, we got to turn it over to the main. There he is.
Hey,
he's back. Richie Cash, High Rollers. Yes, sir.
Y'all know how the game's played?
I have no idea.
That's a fair thing. You're about to learn a lesson.
Fair enough.
Just like
Let me get
those
learned.
people who are watching tonight on the Facebook Live. Here's our game. We're called High Rollers. You know why? Because I'm Richie Cash. I'm all about that cash. I want you to be.
You
all
are
about
the high
that
roller.
cash.
You are the
I
high
am the high roller. I
Please.
just got in from Augusta.
What's
Down
going
there
on in
eating
Augusta?
The Masters. Down there eating pimento cheese sandwiches, rolling with the high rollers.
Is that what they do? Eat pimento cheese
We
down
eat
in
pimento
Augusta?
cheese, and we are basking in our glorious wealth and enjoying the fine, fine flowers of
You know,
spring.
I've noticed you've changed your part.
Hey,
That part on your hair. What's going on there? You're parting to
happening?
the other side here. I mean, you got a new do.
yeah, of course.
I mean,
It's spring.
like one side is NSYNC and the other
It's
side is
spring.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
It's
Olivia,
amazing.
Olivia, you change your hair up from time to time,
Of
right?
course, it's just
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
do.
Olivia,
It's
what
just- it's
would
just
you
the way
call
it
this
works.
hairstyle? What would you call this?
I don't
This-
think I can say that on air.
No, this is what we're doing.
Sheesh!
This is what we're doing.
Sheesh! Ouch!
This is
The
what
truth
they're
comes
doing
out.
in Paris now. This is what
Sheesh.
they're doing in Paris now.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
I
you
hate
are
it.
a man about
I'm not
town.
trying to embarrass you here.
Well, do they blow dry with leaf blowers over in Paris?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't worried about that. My thing is style. And my thing is, I'm a beautiful person. I know you're beautiful.
I'm gonna let you get to the game, but I have to know what's going on with the zoo.
I'm still working on the zoo.
I mean, it's still. I mean, when can we expect this thing to come through? I mean, I got people writing me like every week, going, "When's the zoo going to be open?"
I'm looking at May or June
Okay.
of 2020.
And where is it going to be
Of
again? I mean, I've heard a lot of
2023.
different locations. So where are we looking at?
I'm going to put it somewhere up near Reesville, where you guys are.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
going to be
hey.
it's going to be
There you
local.
go. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So from where you guys
I
are.
thought you would say Julian. That's what I was
Well,
going to.
Julian would work, but I mean, there's enough stuff going on
Right. Okay.
down there in Randolph
Okay.
County right now.
I mean, you don't need any investors because this is all you. I mean,
Plus-
you got enough.
Just
Plus,
put your
not only that,
Richie's the kind of guy, Seth, that he'll piggyback off of someone else's
I can
success, so he doesn't
fund-
pay for the
I can
advertising
fund
and
these
stuff.
things.
He'll find a way to
I can fund these things.
watch out for this
My-
guy. He'll
my
insert
business model
zoo
works
into
around
your
having-
Power Sound Revival.
Having it in North Carolina and Virginia.
Hip to the tip.
So
Oh,
that way
wow.
we can get, we work to 2 states. But that's a whole different thing. We're not here to talk about my
No, we are not. We're here to
Baller
we're here
Zoo.
to make some
my
people
baller
some.
zoo,
We're here to
which
change
is gonna
people's
be
lives,
the
Ricky.
most badass zoo that you've ever seen in your life.
I
We're
think
here to
Gamble.
make some of you beautiful people.
Let's just throw a little bit on the stack, Ricky. Let's just throw a little bit on the stack for somebody.
That's what we're saying.
Just put a little, yeah,
We're
put a
putting
little on
money
top.
out there.
Put a little
And hey,
on
you know
top.
how you get that money? Y'all know how you get that money? What you do is I spin this wheel right there, just like that. This is high rollers, because we spin that wheel in this game. We're
Exactly.
rolling, baby.
Exactly.
And I am a high roller.
Cash money.
So cash money.
Cash
that's right.
money.
That's
Cash
right,
money.
man. That's right. So
Cold
we come
hard
up with
cash.
a category. We have trivia questions here that match that category. If you are the first person to comment correctly on the Facebook live stream, you win this cold hard cash.
Oh, and there goes
$20.
the
Dollars.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
Lord, what's going on in here?
Oh,
We're
it's-
getting right.
it's
We're
a
getting
psychedelic
right.
experience.
That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. Now we're about to get right. So I'm gonna spin this wheel, but before I do that, I gotta tell you about our sponsor, Nip Law Firm.
Yes.
Josh Nip, attorney at law,
Yes.
headquartered in Lake Norman, North Carolina. Matt Walsh. We got people all over the state.
Right.
He's got 7 offices in the metro Charlotte area. Can handle all your real estate, estate planning, and family law needs. You got something like that? I mean, damn. Let's get our stuff right.
He's so dialed in.
That's
It's
right.
amazing.
You're making
It's
this money.
amazing.
Protect your money.
It's
Get it
amazing.
worked out. Handle nip law.
Richie, help him throw a little bit on the stack.
Let's make
Let's
this
throw a little
money
bit more on the
now.
stack. Let's just throw
We've
a little
done
more on the
enough
stack,
business.
folks. Why not?
Let's get this right now.
What do you got there?
Tonight, of course, we got lycanthropy.
Oh, this is.
Lycanthropy.
Yeah.
Lycanthropy. Seth, Olivia, do you know what lycanthropy is?
I don't even know.
Terrell, do you know what
I'm
lycanthropy
not sure I'm
is?
familiar.
I
What
know.
is lycanthropy?
Am I supposed to-
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
no,
tell.
that ain't the trivia question.
That's not the question.
But just
Tells
let's
us
explain it to everybody else that's
Being a
watching.
werewolf or
It's a
dealing with
werewolf
Yes.
question.
I have to.
Yes,
I have to
it
say.
is.
I have to say, Ricky. This is Richie. Sorry. This is the first time you've pronounced it right. I've heard so many pronunciations.
I pronounce it like the salt man. Yeah.
Lycanthropy.
Well, he can
Li-
afford to mispronounce.
Well, he can. He can.
I can
mean, he
say it
can.
however I want to say
He,
it.
he can really afford to do
There
it.
is
Anything
not
he
a
wants to
person
do.
in the
It's
world
amazing.
that can- Anywho,
It's amazing.
we're not
It's
here
amazing.
to debate.
What do you got? What do you got? What's the level? What do you got?
We are here to answer a simple trivia question. The first correct comment on our Facebook live stream wins $25 cash. So let's get serious.
All right.
This iconic werewolf was known as a serial killer before folks got to know his hairy side.
Whoa.
Yes, that's right. We're clever in our questions. This iconic werewolf was known as a serial killer before folks got to know his hairy side. First correct comment on our Facebook live stream wins a cold hard cash. I'll be back later to give you the correct answer. Now back to Matt, Seth,
Wow.
and Olivia.
Well, I
Be
mean,
those high rollers, baby.
It you know, it's Richie. It's starting to sound like we're a like a crime network. You know,
like it.
We may be. Some of these people you've brought in here.
Well,
That's
Richie,
Terry Baker.
we will see
What's
you.
up with Terry Baker? Have we heard anything about him?
We have not.
He called me up looking
he's-
for some bail money.
He's
I told him you'd front him.
he's apparently he's finally gotten his sentence, and it's not looking good. He won't be with us for a long time, Richie.
That lunatic deserves that.
A
Yeah, so he poisoned all them people. He poisoned all them people. It's a fact.
I tell you, anyway, yeah, I'm already seeing double from these Butch Dandelion Clover Disneylands. But anyway, I got to ask Seth, what we got to find out what is going on.
Okay.
With you. I mean, so
With me.
So Whiskey Foxtrot is going to
Yeah.
disband y'all, but y'all do have some shows coming up,
Yeah,
as far as I
absolutely.
understand, going
Yeah.
on up into the new year almost, right?
Just about, yeah.
Just about
So,
December, November.
Yeah,
maybe,
right
somewhere
there
in
at the tail end of December there. So what we decided, we were like, well, let's keep all these local shows and stuff. And I'll scatter around and around.
Because this wasn't like you guys. This wasn't like some kind of monster.
Oh, no,
Metallica.
yeah, me and...
Right.
Me and...
like,
yeah.
like y'all didn't have to hire a therapist or anything.
No, me and
Right.
Sam
This
were
is
not
just a-
fist fighting in the front yard shirtless. This was nothing like that.
But you guys, I heard, did have an epic like 5-hour arm wrestling match.
But that was just to get like the last soda in the fridge at the band practice room or something.
I didn't know if you guys were. I didn't know what was going on. But no, it's just a friendly party. And,
Oh, absolutely,
and-
yeah.
and-
It's kind of one of those things, you know. When it's time, it's time.
Yeah,
And so
totally.
it's just one of those things. And in fact, me and Sam have been talking. And of course, we're going to be playing at Power and Sound and stuff. So we're looking forward to finishing out the shows that we do have.
And you guys are both talented on your own accord to
appreciate
go.
that,
I'm
man.
sure you won't be
Oh yeah.
having any problem picking up on your own.
Yeah, in fact, it was kind of funny. I was like, man, if you need, because you know, we almost had the album done or close to being
second
done.
album.
Right,
Okay,
the
yeah.
second album. So you know, with something like, it's never a good time for anything like this to come up. But you know,
Yeah.
but I was told him, it was like, hey man, if you need any help recording, just guitar player.
So
let
that
me
was
know.
my
And
next.
a
I'm
mutual
sure
thing,
you
yeah.
guys. Will there be a? I mean, it's too early to say, but I'm sure you guys will get back together and do a Whiskey Foxtrot thing at some time, maybe.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that, you know, when you put music out there, you know, you don't know what will happen. You
Right.
can't predict the future. So
Right.
you know, if something Whiskey Foxtrot wise comes up in the future, it's like, yeah, it's
And I'm sure
totally
you guys will
cool.
still, maybe if you record a solo album, he might make a guest appearance. or
Absolutely, man.
vice versa.
Absolutely.
So what is next for you? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I've followed your start since
Right.
since before you had hair on your face.
Hair on my face, right? Yeah.
You were young. I mean, you've been doing this since how long have you been playing out? Since you were what, 18, 19? something
Well,
like that?
yeah, since like 13, that's when I started really playing guitar and
Right.
stuff. So,
But as far as doing shows
it's-
and kind of coming on the scene, I guess.
about 15, 16 was like really
when you really started coming out. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
you were
So
that young. Okay.
yeah, and so playing like, you know, the
And you're how
small
old now?
bars, coffee shops.
How old are you now?
22.
22.
I had to
Okay.
think about it. I'm gonna be
That makes
23
two
this
of
year.
us.
So,
And you have. I know you have an album out, right?
yeah, I have my last
Two
solo
albums. Is it two albums?
Yeah,
Two
I
albums.
got Black Vinyl, which was my first one, and then Burn, my second.
Burn, right? And you designed the cover
Yes,
for Burn, right?
Burn. Yeah.
And so if you need some album cover designs, she's your Huckleberry too. She does that. You'll be a Huckleberry too. We're all Huckleberries tonight, maybe. I don't know. But I mean, so what is next for Seth? Because I mean,
Man, yeah, just
your music's fantastic. You're a good guitar
Appreciate
player,
that.
good vocalist, good songwriter. What's going on? What's your plan?
well, it kind of it's one of those kind of foggy deals. You can see what you want to do, but you're not sure exactly. So, but all I know is I just want to get in the studio and just create
Try
as
to
much
do
as
something,
I can,
yeah.
and what comes about from that, that's where I'll
Is that
go.
going to be a
So,
band thing, ensemble thing, or a solo thing? You think, or just
I
haven't
think
even
it's
got
going to be
it
a
yet?
little more solo at least, because you know there's a lot of things through Whiskey Foxtrot or just throughout my whole career that I thought I want to do that, but you know situation wasn't right, timing wasn't right. So there's a lot of things I want to try, and you know it's just when you're able to do that by yourself, you're able to call your own shots. or
So
whatever,
I know Whiskey Foxtrot kind of started leaning, kind of leaning towards a more rock and roll sound.
Yeah,
Will
it
this
was
be?
going that way.
Are you kind of in that headspace still, or are you kind of more going from place to place? I know there's some country influence,
because
blues influence.
What started with this collection of songs that we had, it was really Sam, because we have this. I got a baritone guitar, so it's in B.
Right.
And so
Dan Electro, right?
Dan Electro,
Yep.
So anything you write on that thing is going to sound heavy. So
right, sure, it's going to be.
Once he started one, I come back with a song, and then he'd do another one, I come back with one. So we kind of have this heavier vibe going, and so I definitely have some of those in my back pocket, and it's I can kind of play off of those as well.
Right.
So it's definitely.
And the baritones are fun, man.
Baritones is
a
a whole. It's a whole nother tone, whole nother world.
Whole nother world.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
All right.
Hey, do y'all have any more brothers and sisters?
Yeah, it's just y'all, right?
It's just
you two, right?
Oh, that would be so cool. Like if you had like a brother or like a sister, and you were like, "Screw that dude,"
and we didn't let them come on the show, right, Ricky? We kept them at home.
It's just
like bounce, yo.
So you also do killer stuff. You got some killer artwork too. I'm always digging your van artwork that you do. You do on people's vans. You do on her van. That you do on your van.
Yeah,
we're all big into vans. So,
absolutely.
but yeah, so is that with oil paint that you're doing that? Or
it's really with anything. So usually on canvas I'll do more acrylic stuff, but even like
so you're more into acrylic on canvas.
Yeah, on canvas, but I mean I'll mix it up every now. I'll do mixed medium stuff.
Right.
So like I did acrylic on the side of my van and clear coated it properly.
And you've done motorcycle gas tanks too.
Yeah, that's all one shot oil based paint, and so that's traditional pinstripe paints and sign paints. But I'll put in a little acrylic in there and to work out a piece.
How'd you get into doing that?
And just something music and art went hand in hand for a.
But I mean, like there was one day that you just had like some access to like some materials or some shit. Like how did that work?
I remember when I was like, golly, I had to be maybe 4 or 5. Dad was cleaning out.
Because I've sniffed some of those, but I've never used them.
Yeah,
to do
it's
art.
a little different than glue. Now you don't want to be in a confined area when you do it.
Well, maybe you do.
Maybe you do. Well, under your circumstances, yeah, sure.
But anywho, get to your expertise.
Yeah, well, it was one of those things. I was like maybe 4 or 5, and Dad was cleaning out the attic, and I saw a picture from a notebook he had of a Jeep CJ5 that he drew himself, and I was like, well, if he could have done that when he was a kid, I want to try that.
Right.
And so it was one of those things that ever since then it was like.
So is he an artist or?
No,
you just a rough sketch. He's really not an artist. Dad, I don't know if you heard that or not, but you're really not an artist.
That's like. It's one of those things that he's one of my dad. He'll blush or whatever every time I say this, but he's one of the best fabricators I've ever known. He can take something and envision it in his head, and what material it is, he can make it.
Well, that's an artist, yeah.
God bless him.
He still does that.
Hell to the end.
Yeah, he's
nothing wrong with saying that.
He built all his race trucks through the years, all his mud trucks. I mean, I've seen my dad take junkyard parts that nobody would think were worth anything and make some of the fastest vehicles and beat out $1 million vehicles.
Well, I've seen your I mean, and tell them how to find all these clips so that you got on YouTube and whatnot. You and your dad doing fun stuff. I mean, they're riding around with the damn,
the doghouse off
the van and the thing's smoking. And but they're getting there. I mean, it's not like they're clowning around. I mean, they're actually doing something. I mean, they're making cool custom vans that are
just clowning.
And automobiles. And you guys are selling some of these, right?
Yeah, we're selling some of them. Since we did the 4-wheel drive swap on my conversion G20, we've had a few people reach out and ask us to do the same thing. So that's what, in fact, the Olivia's van in the driveway. It's 2-wheel drive now. We're going to do half-ton Chevrolet running gear under it, make it 4-wheel drive.
I wish I knew what that meant.
You're excited about it.
I am, but I'm just excited because I'm on that glue. I mean, off that glue.
Y'all, Seth's one of my favorite local musicians. Something about him just hits a nerve with me. But I have to say, I'm kind of probably biased because we're into the same things. David Mann art.
David Mann, dude.
David Mann, Easy Rider. We love old motorcycles. Frank Frazetta. We love vans. We love to do crazy painting shit. And we love music. So hit me up. Hoss.
Hit you up with one.
Have you
Let's
got
see.
something that you've been working on or anything that
Well, I tell you what, this is one.
you feel comfortable putting out? Don't
Oh,
let me
heck
talk
yeah.
anything you
No,
don't
no,
want
no,
to do.
no, no. This is one. This is one I already got recorded and everything. It's
Okay.
we're kind of mixing it, mastering it,
Okay.
doing all the studio work on
Right.
it. You know how it is. But this is one called Drive that I've been just got together. So.
All right. Let's hear it.
Well, vampires take me away. I see no light of day ever coming my way again. Under a spell of this tormenting hell, I'll forever roam. Backseat cruising for a bruising, babe, I'm so far gone. So drive, or just drive. Somebody drive, drive. This town makes it feel like a coyote crossed up in barbed wire. Just the evidence of where I gave most of myself away. The fog fills the window, I don't want to see this place anyway. So drive, or just drive. Somebody drive, drive. How can something so beautiful be so damn dangerous? I'll never know. My pain has pain come for me again. Just need a few minutes, a few hours, a few days to clear my head. So drive, or just drive. Somebody drive, oh drive.
Son, this guy's gonna do.
Thank you, man.
He did big things. Whiskey Foxtrot did big things. This guy's gonna do big things.
Oh man.
Remember this name, and remember Sam Foster too, because he's
Absolutely.
gonna do. He's reinventing himself too. I got a feeling both of you guys are gonna do some different stuff, and I'm looking forward to
We're both excited
to seeing what
sure.
y'all are both gonna do. It's fantastic, and you guys both. I said you guys. Sorry.
You guys ain't gals.
Guys and gals.
I don't know.
Sorry. In this world, somebody might be commenting. Matt said.
I've been called worse.
But anyway,
Right.
no, y'all really listen. Y'all are what this show is about.
Oh, man.
To a degree, is about young folks and young
man.
musicians that haven't been, they're not new on the scene, but you know what I'm saying.
I know
They're
what
just,
you mean,
You
yeah.
know, just
Name out there.
we're getting their name out there, and it's fantastic that y'all are so young. Olivia, I think you're what 19,
19.
correct?
19.
You said 22. I mean, really, Terrell, come on.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
seriously, they got their shit
We're all
together.
young here, Matt.
It's
This is a young show. We're all
It's
here.
It's
fantastic.
great to
We're all
see.
here.
It's great to see young visionaries, people getting
man.
So-
Thank
things
you.
going, making art, doing all of that, and really, bringing the people back to that.
Thank
Totally.
you.
Seeing
Thank
and
you.
hearing
Thank
that
you.
art form. So.
I tell you what, with
Thanks.
shows like this and people like y'all supporting it, it makes some stuff a lot easier. I can tell
So
you that. So we appreciate it a lot.
and your family very oriented. I got that. You guys.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad. Y'all. Every time I see y'all on Facebook, I mean, mom and dad are
Yeah.
totally behind y'all.
Right there with us.
And it's just it's a testament to what happens when families stick together and support each other and
Absolutely.
and help kids follow their dreams. They say, hey, if you want, you got this wild idea to do this, but it seems like they're behind you 150%.
You got-
Make that money back.
Mom supporting you, and I mean,
Yeah.
Very cool.
They've always been very supportive of anything that we did.
Very cool.
So
Yeah.
we're very thankful for every moment, everything.
So
you know?
so are you envisioning Power Sound Revival to be a yearly thing, or what is it going to? Or
That's our
is that just
goal.
kind of we're going to gauge it from the first one and see what happens,
yeah,
kind
we're,
of
we're
thing?
definitely
Or
gonna have to see how the first one goes.
Goes.
But if it,
I got a feeling it's going to go well for
I
you.
think it is too. It's kind
It
of hard
seems
to
like people are
gauge,
pretty.
but
It is,
a
you know,
first year
people.
event, but
People all the time will go, oh yeah, we're coming and we're going to bring Sally and Sally's family and Ronnie and all the people and everybody, and then nobody.
Donnie and
And people
Donnell.
are gonna stop, taking that stuff for granted. They're gonna get out there and go.
Absolutely.
exactly.
You might be taken away.
Well, that's kind of
because
the whole
art.
idea.
Well,
of the
I'm gonna-
revival part.
I'm going to say right now, folks, if you snooze on this one, I think you're messing up, because I think they got something that's pretty cool going down. I mean, really, I mean, the whole thing I thought when y'all first started doing this, of course, is, and we talked about this downstairs. If anybody saw that documentary about 3 or 4 years ago that came out
Yeah.
called Vanning,
Yeah.
I thought that was like the coolest
I saw
shit
it.
ever, because
That
I'm
was
a
awesome.
van fanatic, and if you're a van fanatic, if you like choppers, any of that kind of stuff, good music, if you like that movie Vanning, I think you should probably go down here and check this out.
Or if
Yeah.
you just like hanging out
Four
with good
wheels.
people.
And just good folks, yeah. It just sounds
Having
like
a good time.
a real good time. Well, I guess we're going to
And
turn
a
it
steering wheel.
in a steering. It is thunder now.
It is.
Can you
It was.
hear it?
It was raining and thundering last time.
And it's not even
Of course it is.
interrupting the stream, has it, Terrell?
No.
That's a miracle. So let's turn it over to Richie Cash. Richie got the winner.
No, we're not winning like Matt.
Really, it was a tough one.
We have a very impossible question to get, which
They can't Google this one. I'm getting
This
better.
is not-
I'm getting better on the questions.
This isn't one of
You
those-
came down on me.
Come on, don't blame me.
Richie
I'm
came down on me a
Cash.
couple
I'm
weeks
trying to
ago. He
give
said
you
the
this
questions
money.
are too easy. I'm the guy that comes up with them, so
Some of these questions, I feel like I should be able to give a hint or do something to help them, because I want to get the money out.
Of course
That
you
wash.
do. Of course
That
you
wash.
do.
And nip law.
Of course you do.
Nip
You're
law.
almost like the male Sally Struthers in my
I
eyes.
want, they like me. They like me. They really
You like that, Terrell?
So tonight's question, and like Connor, like it's Robert, like
Lincoln Continental.
You about made me spit my drink, Richie.
the damn study of werewolves. Because apparently this is too complicated for most people to get. The question was, this iconic werewolf was known as a serial killer before folks got to know his scary side. Actually, you know what? That's a hard ass question. We don't want to have a clue or nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, 26.
Hey, Terrell. We'll give them a clue.
I don't know.
Listen, pan over here to me. Pan over here to me.
Don't
Pan over here to
give them a
me.
clue, 'cause we can't give out the money tonight. We can't.
I'll give you the clue. The clue is on the wall behind me. The clue is on the wall behind me.
First, hit the Facebook. If we can determine it, if not, then I'm sorry.
Folks, have we got any plugs that we can get out? It's on the side of the wall behind me. Behind me. Behind me. Have we got any plugs yet? Website for Power Sound.
powerandsoundrevival.com, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Power and Sound Revival.
Anything coming up that we should keep an eye out for? Promo stuff? Anything?
We did just film a promo video for Power and Sound.
Yesterday.
So,
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Okay.
So be on the lookout for that. You can kind of get a better vibe and idea of what to expect at the revival.
Anything else you want to say about it?
We are also doing a raffling right now.
Oh, I bought some tickets.
Yeah, he bought a lot of tickets.
Olivia, he could have bought all the tickets.
I might buy y'all.
He could have bought all the tickets, y'all.
But the raffling is going to be for a custom painted cooler by this guy here.
Oh yeah, man, I've seen it. It's bad. I mean, your work on those gas tanks, man.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's like, you know, I mean, we've probably seen all the same chopper flicks and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff. I mean, I can tell you're
It's
into the
badass.
cool stuff, man. I mean,
Man,
you
yeah.
really is. Check out your Instagram. Tell them about your Instagram
Yeah, it's-
with all that stuff.
It's
Old Jeremiah's Designs.
Yeah, Old Jeremiah's Food Bar Designs.
Excuse me, yep.
Food Bar.
Food
Yes,
Bar
sir.
Designs.
And how you spelling that?
FUBAR.
Where's my phone?
Where's his phone? Right down here. Somewhere. There's some phones down here.
Yeah, yeah. Just look up Seth Williams on Instagram and also Seth Williams Music. There, both of those things are linked
Website
together.
coming?
The website's coming back. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be working on that.
All
In fact,
right.
we just kind of took some promo pictures for that.
Well, you got the person right there for, yep.
Yeah, and
for
the link
photos.
to my YouTube is actually in my personal account, the old Jeremiah Food Bar Designs account on Instagram and also
Okay.
on Facebook. You can find all those links and watch a little bit of music and a little bit of art and everything else.
Some cars.
Some cars.
Yeah.
Yep,
very
some
cool.
bands, some
Yeah.
some everything.
Y'all watch out for this power, I don't even know what to call them, duo, dynamic, whatever you want to do. Y'all are always welcome. Y'all always got a spot on here.
Well, shoot, we
I love
appreciate
having
it,
you on.
brother.
You're fantastic. Y'all go to the Power Sound Revival. I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, you'll
He's going to
probably
be there.
you'll probably see
I
me and
will be
Richie
there.
there. You'll see Richie there. You
I
may
will have
see.
my checkbook out and I will be buying.
We
He's
got
funding the
to
whole
dedicate
thing. I'm a
this
buyer.
show, folks. We got to dedicate this show to my best bud, Tony P.
We love you, Tony P.
Man, it is just y'all. It's hard when no slight on
The lights
Terrell,
aren't as bright without
but it
Tony
is.
P here.
It's not as bright without
shoes
Tony
to
P.
fill.
He's
Big
big
shoes
shoes.
to fill.
But hey, you know what? You're doing a great
Well,
job.
thank you. I mean,
I have to
physically, my
think
shoe is bigger than his.
his shoe is just bigger. He could probably hurt Tony P if he stepped on his foot. But I have to thank you, my friend Terrell
My pleasure.
Brown. Y'all check him out on Facebook.
Good job.
Filmmaker, great guy. Always a pleasure to have you. You always got a open invitation on this set.
Ham
You know
radio
that. so.
expert.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can we just
If
do
you
a
have
little?
ham radio questions, hit Terrell Brown up.
I might actually
Plugged
see
up.
you.
After the show.
Can we do a little outro
You're
here for
welcome,
about a
sir.
minute, maybe, and just cut after about a minute? Let's do a little thing and eat.
All right.
Are you going to spin me?
I may.
You know it ain't bad to stay out all night long. Yeah, you know it ain't bad to stay out all night long.
That's close enough. That's
Well, you know now, baby, I can keep your
I
business
did the same
on.
thing.
You know it ain't right to treat me like you do. You know it ain't right to treat me like you do. Yeah, you know now, doll, I don't do these things to you. Baby, what got wrong with you? Baby, how, baby, what got wrong with you? Well, you don't treat me, baby, now like you used to do. Here's some rockin' now. Yeah. right to stay out all night long. Well, you know it ain't right to stay out all night long. You know it now, very soon we don't have it home. I love you, man.